This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for September 23, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, Jamaica declares a dengue outbreak. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has declared a dengue fever outbreak in Jamaica. In a release Saturday, the ministry said its national surveillance unit advised that the island has surpassed the dengue epidemic threshold for July and August and is on a trajectory to do the same for September. This means that the country has seen an increase in the number of cases compared to what is normally seen during these months of the year, the ministry stated. As of Friday, September 23, the country had recorded 565 suspected, presumed and confirmed cases of dengue, the ministry said. Of that number, 78 cases had been confirmed, with the majority of the cases in Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, and St. Thomas, according to the release. The ministry said the dominant strain has been dengue type 2, which is one of the deadliest and has not been predominant in Jamaica since 2010. The strain, in addition to fever, can cause 2 or more other symptoms of typical dengue infection and can be fatal. However, there are no dengue-related deaths classified at this time, but 6 deaths are being investigated, the ministry said. Dengue is a mosquito-borne disease. The Aedes aegypti mosquito, which transmits the disease, is endemic to Jamaica. Dengue symptoms include fever, headache, muscle and joint pain, fatigue, nausea, and rash. In a small number of cases, the potentially deadly dengue hemorrhagic fever may develop, resulting in internal bleeding, enlargement of the liver, and high fever. Jamaica last had a dengue outbreak in 2019. 2 brothers and their cousin killed in Chisholm Avenue triple murder. Gunmen posing as cops murdered 3 men on Chisholm Avenue in St. Andrew on Saturday morning. The dead men have been identified as the 28-year-old Mason Alex Orlando Ricketts, 31-year-old Navafata Ricketts, also a Mason, and Ricardo Dwight Henry, otherwise called Rasta, a 48-year-old delivery man. The deceased are all from the same address on Chisholm Avenue in Kingston 13. The Ricketts are brothers and Henry is their cousin, the police said. It was reported that around 1:15 a.m., 3 men armed with rifles and posing as police officers entered the premises and took the 3 men from their dwelling house. It was further reported that the gunmen led them at gunpoint to another dwelling house on the premises, where they opened gunfire, hitting all 3 in the upper body and killing them on the spot. The gunmen then made their escape on foot in the area. Kingston Western Police names 11 most wanted men. The Kingston Western Police Division has released the names of its 11 most wanted men. 10 of the men are wanted for murder, while the 11th, Jordan Tyrese Raphael, is wanted for his alleged affiliation with a gang. Raphael, also called the Bamhead, Orlando Edwards, also known as Sparks, and Desroy Walker, otherwise called the Shemar, are all 22 years old. Walker is also said to be part of the Soxer gang operating out of Trenchtown. Jermaine Braham, also called Price Right, who is wanted for murder, is said to be part of the same gang. 49-year-old Everton Brown, otherwise called Skete or Kevin, is said to frequent Greenwich Park Road and Herman Road in Kingston 5. Also on the list are Romaine Wright, also known as Rumbar, of Golden Heights, and Alejandro Murdoch, both of Denhamtown addresses. Siobhan Bramwell, also called Shaw, of 10 Victoria Avenue. Neil Williams, better known as a Killer Bean, of Arnett Gardens. Dwayne Grant, otherwise known as Billy, of Pink Lane, Denhamtown, and of the Tivoli Young Generation Gang, are among those listed. Antonique Ellis, who is said to be part of the gang operating out of Arnett Gardens, completes the list. The police are asking anyone who knows how to locate these men to call 876-285-1964, the Denhamtown Police Station, 119-311, or the nearest police station. Hotel worker gunned down by cops in St. Mary. The St. Mary Criminal Investigations Branch is investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a hotel worker who was reportedly shot and killed by the police after allegedly pointing a firearm at them during a patrol on Friday. The deceased has been identified as a 23-year-old Sheldon Anderson of Marston Town, Oracabessa in the parish. According to police sources, around midday, while cops were on patrol, a man ran up on seeing the service vehicle and then threw an object into bushes. The police gave chase, and Anderson, who was on the road, reportedly picked up the object and pointed it at the police. He was subsequently shot. Anderson was taken to the Port Maria Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Investigation continues. Josh's brother shot and killed in Grants Pen. The police have confirmed that David Clark, who is said to be the brother of dancehall entertainer Muliki Clark, popularly known as a Joshis, was shot and killed by gunmen in Grants Pen, St. Andrew on Saturday morning. Another man was shot and injured in the incident. The police confirmed that the attack happened about 2:05 on Saturday morning. Police report that the 29-year-old laborer, David Clark, and another man were at a yard in Grants Pen when armed men approached and opened fire. Clark was shot and killed while the other man was injured. Everyone called him Mosiah. He's the one who ran his father's shop. He's a humble youth, nice youth. Everybody love him, one Grants Pen resident told the news. Not see, Josh's father own a shop, and Mosiah run it for him more time. He's the one who is always there. If not 2 in the morning, you can go there and it is open. The youth not involved in anything. He's a good youth. Josh's family has been under a dark cloud since June of this year, when the DJ's name surfaced in an investigation regarding the death of businessman Omar Romy Wright. The born fighter DJ later surrendered himself to the police in the company of his attorneys, King's Counsel Peter Champagny and Richard Lynch. He was questioned and released by the cops about the June 7 murder. In July of this year, a motor vehicle which Joshis owned was attacked by armed men on Constant Spring Road after an event was held to mark the RTC's birthday. 6 men, all members of the entertainer's entourage, were shot and injured. The entertainer reportedly left the event in another car and escaped the injury. Cops probe death of 8-year-old girl at a Portland home. Police are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of an 8-year-old girl at her home in Portland on Friday. The deceased has been identified as Venice Burke of a West Baptist Avenue address in the parish. Police report that Venice, a student of a Comfort Castle institution, was at home with her stepfather after leaving school when the incident occurred. It is understood that the stepfather stated that he was in the front of the yard along with another man making a bedhead when he saw Venice outside without shoes with a plastic bag in her hand. According to the stepdad, he sent the girl back inside the house to put on her shoes. It was reported that when the stepdad did not hear from Venice, he went to check and saw the girl lying on the floor unresponsive with the said plastic bag over her face and in a pool of urine. He made checks inside the house, but he did not see anyone. He took the child to the Port Antonio Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The Port Antonio police are investigating. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.